You're watching the Touchliner podcast. Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner Season 3, Episode 5. Good idea. The Premier League's back.
It's back.
None of this international football wish-wash. Right?
I'm fucking sick of it, mate. I'm actually so sick of international football. I just want to sit down. I watched like 2 games back to back today, and I've just never been happier to watch club football again.
Have to respect it.
Like, it is nice to watch international football and like back and forth, like chance after chance after chance. But sometimes it is nice to sit back and like I watched the Arsenal-Tottenham game.
Yep.
Obviously, recording this on a Sunday. Watched the Arsenal-Tottenham game. I thought that Arsenal actually didn't look that great, but I'm seeing a lot of people, Arsenal fans obviously, say that they looked immense, and that victory away showed their passion and how close the team are together. And I watched that game and I thought Havertz can't score. I thought Martinelli is like right-footed Almiron.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone said he has to take the Ellie out of his name. He's just Martin.
Martin's crazy. And it just didn't look that good. Saka again, like limp master general.
Got an assist though. Got an assist.
Yeah, I
From
guess.
a corner.
I guess.
From a corner. This is a difference, right? In these close games, right? If you're missing a striker, for example, both teams don't have an out-and-out number 9.
Yeah.
Now they've won the game on a set piece.
Well, Tottenham do have an out-and-out number 9.
Who?
Solanke.
Is it? Did he start today?
He played the whole game. And
For me, he's not a number.
He had chance after chance after chance. Not easy chances either, because I know that you're going to probably see a stat and then jump on it and be like, oh, look, Solanke's shit. But he was like dealing with hard chance after hard chance after hard chance and still relatively doing a decent job with them, I think.
I'll say reliable number 9 then, because he hasn't proven himself there.
Not yet. He's not even scored
exactly. And Havertz scores occasionally. So like these guys, when it comes down to it, set pieces, taking your chances, individual brilliance, these are what wins these games. And they scored from a corner. And I'll explain that later.
Okay.
And Ange in the post-match interview.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Everyone tells me to love it, so it really irritates me.
I know. He doesn't like being told what to do.
Listen, I've liked Ange up to now, but slowly it's turning. Slowly. I've liked him. I like what he's about. I like his confidence. Mm-hmm. I like his tactics. But now it's just, he's with the Tottenham team and he's been asked, oh, do you think you have the team to win things? He was like, my first season, I'll settle down and I get my tactics.
Terrible.
And
terrible
like, in my second season...
that might be the worst accent I've ever heard. Sorry, continue.
Respect my Australian accent. I'm Jafir.
My respect is at 0, but continue.
So he was like, in my second year, I usually win things. Let me correct myself. In my second year, I always win things.
Yeah, no, but he was pissed from the reporters. She kept interrupting him.
It's true.
I saw that clip.
It is true. That is bad journalism.
Yes.
I would know.
He would know.
I would know. That is
pro.
You got to get your line off. Wait for the answer.
Has that reporter ever played in her under-16 B team at her school and assisted her friend?
No.
He didn't assist me either.
No, I didn't.
To be fair,
did I almost get you an assist? Maybe,
but then some fat kid. Some fat kid. Maybe. Took it off him.
Who does he think he is? I like to see his
hopefully
hairline.
Dead. His hairline was rope.
Bro, it was
ropey.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Arteta just said that Saka was actually injured.
Good.
And Ødegaard, he's basically said he doesn't know.
That's great. That's great for us.
That's fantastic.
But
yeah,
injury bug is striking, I guess you could say. Isak with a broken nose.
Slowly.
Well, his nose is popped. They don't know if it's broken yet.
Yeah, I mean, for you, if you're hoping it's not broken.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a mask if it is.
Well, yeah, but like you said, it affects your breathing.
It does affect your breathing. And we saw when Mbappe wore that mask, barely scored.
Yeah.
Barely did a lot in those games, actually. That was over the Euros, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
And it was mostly, if I remember correctly, Griezmann actually had a really good tournament.
Yes, Griezmann did.
And he wasn't the focal point for France, I didn't think. But anyway, sorry. I guess we keep detouring.
Keep waffling? Yeah, the Newcastle. So obviously Isaac. So you concede a good counter-attacking goal to Wolves.
Really nice goal.
Nice dummy. I respect dummy.
Laid it off. He held the right bumper, let the ball go through his legs on FIFA. Just slotted it in. It was really nice.
1-0, and from everything I couldn't catch the game. Everything I was hearing from Newcastle fans, you guys were rubbish.
We were.
For an hour.
Well, I wouldn't say from the beginning of the game we were bad. It was, in my opinion, my dad disagrees, but in my opinion, it was when Isak went off is where the fluidity went, because then Gordon had to play at 9 because Wilson's not ready to play. And it obviously clearly shows that Eddie Howe doesn't have the faith in Osula yet to come on and even fill in for Isak.
Of course.
He'd actually rather have a right winger, a left winger, and an out-and-out left winger. Like, it's not like Gordon can play 9 in any team.
Yeah,
really. Like, he just fills in. So I don't really... That doesn't fill me with confidence. I'll say that. Osula not coming on does not fill me with confidence. I think he should have at least got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But we did we used all of our subs. So
yeah,
it's just interesting. I would have probably given him at least 20 minutes, but maybe Eddie Howe has forced him onto the bench. But maybe he doesn't actually have the players to fill out that bench.
I mean, you'd like to hope 1-0 down. You'd like to trust the backup striker to come on and do something. You just signed
for just under 20 million.
Yeah. You know? It's not a good sign, but it's still a bit early to be saying that he doesn't trust him. Maybe he's not ready yet. Because, some players take a bit of time to acclimatize.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think he's going to be the end-all. He's not going to be like Isak's replacement. I don't even think he's going to be as prolific as Wilson, but I think he's got potential to be decent.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've not even seen him score in a top-flight game of football yet. Yeah. So we have to wait and see on him.
Yeah.
But for the actual game itself, it was a brilliant goal that they scored originally. And then Shaw gets us back into the game. It looks like he's setting up a signature right-footed long shot. Lays it off. Blasts it. It looks like it's on target, but takes a massive deflection off the head of one of the centre-backs and then straight into the net. So I was happy with that one. Brought us back into the game. And Harvey Barnes just comes on and changes games. It's really, quite surprising, actually. But also not, because how long have we been singing the praise of Harvey Barnes? Well, I say we.
I've always rated him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember on a certain Touchliner episode that you said that he was a shit signing and has done nothing for us.
Yeah, it's because he was injured. And he literally
No. That was after he came back from injury. You were like, he's been injured all season. He's done nothing.
Yeah, because he's been injured. Obviously, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, but you can only go off... You can only watch his performances.
Yes, exactly. So now I've watched it, and now I can say... No.
That was after he'd come back. He scored 3 or 4 goals after that. He literally scored 3 or 4 goals after that. And you were like, well, shit, he's not done anything. He's been injured all season, so that's a bad signing. That is what you said.
I didn't say a bad signing. I think 30 million... I think 30 million is... nowadays, it's a bit less than it used to be, but I still think that's a starting level player. And he should be starting for you now. This is the first time since you signed him, I think...
You think a player should be starting at 30 million?
For you, yes. For us, it's different. For United, it's different because we pay double for players. Even now, we still pay double for... maybe a bit less, maybe 1.5 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you sign Harvey Barnes, 30 million, he should be starting. He's better than Amram.
Okay. I think he should be starting as well.
Yeah.
And Murphy did not look great today. But again, you can't play Harvey Barnes on the right-hand side. He has to be on the left.
Yeah.
So do you put Gordon on the right or do you alternate between Gordon and... Gordon's not in form.
I think you're going to have
Harvey Barnes is...
I think you have to.
Harvey Barnes is in form. I think you'd play Harvey Barnes.
Yeah. He scored his winner, by the way.
He scored 2 games against West Ham.
2 goals.
Sorry, 2 games. Yeah. He scored 2 goals against West Ham last year to win us the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
In a crazy comeback.
Yeah.
That's just one of them. He came off the bench and scored against somebody else last season. He's come off the bench again and scored this season, and I think he did it in our first game as well. I can't remember who we played.
Southampton.
No, it was somebody else, but he's done it really recently.
Yeah, he has scored this year.
And he's just really consistent at coming on and scoring, and when you do that, you just keep doing it, I think. Don't change up the formula. If you can't start him, if you can't move Gordon, just keep bringing him on at the 60th. And make it an impact sub.
But then, if he keeps scoring, surely you have to start him. And then there's the risk then of he's a super sub. Can he actually start like that?
He can't bring the same energy that Gordon can all game. And that's why I think that he's not starting. Because the way that Eddie Howe wants to play is high press, high pressure. When you do that, you want Gordon. You don't want Barnes. But that's why Barnes is clearly so much more effective coming on later on in the game where his legs are fresh. His shooting boots are on and defenders are a little bit drained and don't really know how he's going to approach them, So I think for now, keep it as it is, but I can definitely see him shifting onto that left side solidly pretty soon.
Yeah, no, I think he deserves it. And I said at halftime, I was like, it was funny you were losing, but I said to one of my mates, I was like, I think you draw or win from individual brilliance, and that's what won them the game today.
Yeah.
And it's good for now, but I think there's still a few problems that need to be sorted out in the next few weeks for you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think the problem is we're not as bad as you guys yet when you say individual brilliance, because like your whole club for a while has been individual brilliance. I can't genuinely remember a game when I've thought like, oh, you tactically really broke them down and beat them. Like,
so that we watched the game to get that game. I think we won 3-0 and we could have scored 5 or 6. I think.
Oh no, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, like against like a decent team,
then,
like they're literally just promoted and arguably the worst.
If you go for a big team, then I think it'll have to be 2 seasons ago. That's when we came third. That's the last time we did that. But last year we didn't. No, last year was a write-off.
It's just been a while.
No, it has been a while, right? Last year was a write-off for me, apart from the FA Cup. So this year you've got to go for it.
I agree.
But yeah, speaking of United,
just how many times were you saved? It's like you can think about a lot of different times where Bruno Fernandes scored a long shot, like Garnacho's
Diallo,
against,
yeah. No, we last season was a season of moments. We had a lot of moments, and getting a goal of the month. I always wanted United to be in goal of the month. We never were. Last season we won goal of the month like 4 times. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be in goal because like goal of the month means
it's not reliable.
You've had to rely on someone to score an absolute worldie to get a draw or a win. And that's it's not sustainable. But we managed to beat Southampton 3-0 on the weekend. I'd say for the first 30 minutes, not good. It was all right. Southampton were on top of us. They had the ball. We didn't look like we were going to concede, but they got a penalty and Onana saved it. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I predicted it.
You called it.
I said he would save it just because who the fuck was it Archer?
Yeah, so Brereton Diaz has taken 7 pens in his career and scored all 7.
Yeah.
Archer's never taken a penalty.
I can't. Why would you do that?
It's because he's their new striker.
No, it's not how it works.
No, I know.
You've got to earn your stripes.
Yeah. For me, you have to give it to Brereton Diaz.
Yeah.
And he probably scores because he scored against us last year with Sheffield. So I was like, but that save changed the momentum. We started attacking. We scored shortly after from a corner. De Ligt, great header. Great game from him, by the way. Really good at the back. Obviously, not a lot. You think there's not a lot to deal with, but in terms of cutting out that first phase of attack, amazing.
I guess we have to talk about Marcus Rashford.
Yes, he scored finally for the first time in. Well, they say since March. I think it's like 9 games, 10 games, something like that. Still, he needs. Hopefully, this can get him scoring again.
I think it will.
I
genuinely think it will.
I don't know.
I think there might be a bit of a revitalization for him. He's got a bit of a salty taste in his mouth. After being left out of that Euros.
Yeah.
It's got a point to prove to club and country. Let's see it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I know our group chat don't watch our videos. But I've actually put Marcus Rashford in my FPL team.
No, you didn't. Even I wouldn't do that.
I did. I put it in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's just because I was like, I don't know who else to put in. And Rashford's just scored. And when he scored, he usually scores back after back after back. So I was changing my team up anyways because I needed to put Haaland in. And I got rid of Barkley and the best person I could afford, the most expensive person I could afford was Rashford. I didn't think any of the options below were like going to do better, to be honest, for goal scoring. Like I was like, I wanted to keep Palmer and I wanted to keep Haaland. So like I had to take hits somewhere. And that's why I had to put Rashford in the team.
This could be a stroke of genius or just stupidity.
I'm telling you, like, it sounds stupid now, but let's see what it sounds like in just a month. And then we might change a tune.
No, it's true.
Because genuinely, when a player hits a stroke of good form, some players live off of that. And that's what he can. That's what he does. That's what Rashford does. When he scores, he keeps scoring.
Yeah, and that was a good goal as well.
Yeah, it was.
It was outside the box, a good curl up.
Should have saved it. Let's be honest. Ram shit.
I mean, he should be getting a hand to it maybe, but Rashford does. It's because there's all the players in front of him.
Yeah.
So and after that, you saw he tried the long shot. He wouldn't have tried that like last season.
He's a confidence player.
Yeah.
He's literally a
Oh, he
confidence
fully
player.
is, and it's so annoying because like you want to rely on him and you can't at certain points. But honestly, right now, if he can just hit a groove now, that would be perfect.
That's what I think is coming. To be honest, it's a little bit worrying actually, because obviously for like the battle for 5th and 4th and 6th is between us.
Yeah,
and then maybe Chelsea.
Yeah,
we don't know about Villa.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Spurs as well.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I think Spurs are going to have a bad time in the league, but good, like they might win a trophy.
We're both in the Europa.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll see that.
They could win that.
We could win that.
I think Spurs are better than you. I think Spurs.
I don't think. Spurs.
I think Spurs actually are way better than you.
I don't think Spurs are better than us.
But what would you say? Like 50-50? 60-40? What is it?
55-45.
To you?
Yeah, I think we're better.
You really think that?
I think we have a better team, yeah.
You think you have a better team than...
Yes.
Genuinely?
Yes.
Starters right now?
Yes.
Damn.
Fernandes is better than Maddison.
Yeah.
I give...
Okay,
Son
but like that's it for the midfield.
Son is better than whoever we've got on the left.
Yeah.
I think Ahmed's better.
Solanke's better than any of your strikers.
No, Højlund's better than Solanke.
No, that's so not true.
Højlund is so much better than Solanke.
That is so not true.
Højlund is so much better than Solanke.
If you're listening at home and you're young and impressionable, don't listen to that take because it's not true.
When Højlund comes back, we are going to be twice as good in attack. I promise. Like, we would have won that game 5-0 if Højlund was playing.
Clip it now. He promised.
Bro,
he promised.
Bro, he had one of the best conversion rates in the league last year. Like, if you give him a chance...
do you know who else had a really great conversion rate
Don't disrespect him. Don't disrespect him.
Oh, because now it works for you.
No, because he's been good this season. Chris Wood, right?
No.
Oh, Callum Wilson.
Been great this season, hasn't he?
No, but he fell out with the manager. He spat his dummy out. It's his fault.
No, he didn't want to leave.
Yeah, but he wanted... No, wait. So Howe wanted him to leave? Or he wanted to leave? I swear he wanted to leave.
No, the club wanted him to go because he's an asset that we need to sell.
Right.
Like Almiron didn't want to go either.
Right.
It's the same situation.
Okay.
That thing about Callum Wilson cancelling on the charity thing was like, he had like I think he had a meeting with Howe about it, and it was like, he gave his reasons, they had a talk about it, and then it was all fine after that. So
that's what they all say.
He should have gone. I still think he should have been sold. But he knows my feelings towards Callum Wilson.
Yeah. I'm not rating Callum Wilson. I just think Højlund's a better complete forward. He can pass, he can head, he can shoot. And he's both-footed.
Yeah, and I guess you could say that, but there's so many other things that lean towards Solanke being the better choice.
Both...
Like his experience, like better finish. Oh, shit. Better finisher in front of goal.
Solanke's only got one good season.
Højlund only has one good season.
Yeah, but Højlund's 21, Solanke's in his mid-20s.
That doesn't mean anything. That could just mean he's a one-hit wonder.
Højlund is going to
get... He's the Bee Gees.
Højlund's about to get a lot better. Solanke has hit a ceiling. I've said it. He's not going to get any better than he was.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because players never come to fruition and have better careers later on, like Jamie Vardy, probably one of the best English strikers of all time.
No, you're right with Jamie Vardy, but Jamie Vardy is a one-of-a-kind. That is a story that we won't hear from until maybe we have grandchildren.
It's got to be a movie made about that.
Yeah, no.
The Jamie Vardy movie, it's got to happen.
It would be a movie, but that's the thing. How many players do you see coming from... That's a good line.
Yeah.
Coming from non-league...
Well, it's a good line because I got called it in the under-16s B team.
I'll never forget that. You were so happy with that.
The Fox in the box.
Scored one goal.
Wasn't even in the box either. It was like the smallest box ever. I tapped it in from outside the box.
You took
bottom left. I think I did.
Yeah.
Bottom left. No, and I didn't even celebrate. I just jumped and went, yes! Like that. Blood had no composure.
Bro had no aura.
Yeah, literally.
Bro did a 1950 celebration.
Yeah, now I'm always thinking about if people are looking. So...
Right.
I'm always thinking about it. If I scored a goal in the Premier League, I would genuinely consider my celebration so hard.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
What would you go for? Really?
No, I don't know.
I go.
No, I would. You remember what I used to do at lunchtime? Yeah, that's all I do. I would just stand in front of the fans and just be like, and just like that, and they would all cheer for me. They would cheer for me.
I just got the.
That would be like the TikTok of like. What the hell?
Blood thinks he has aura?
No, I'll definitely do that. I'd be like Palmer.
Oh. Yes.
But yeah. Back to United. Rashford, good goal. We're probing away. We should have scored 2 or 3 more, I think, in the second half, but we were failing to put our chances away. Xerxes, I think, apart from shooting, good game. He needs to work on his finishing. But his passing, his strength, his dribbling, he nutmegged the guy. Very good. But yeah, as a striker, you have to score for me. I mean, you look great if you can link up play, but you got to start putting it in the net. You have to do that. And then Garnacho scores. Casemiro plays a ball through to Dalot. Bit of a redemption arc for him. Dalot cuts it back. Garnacho scores. Bit of redemption for him for last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Fernandes is a bit quiet, I must say. But man of the match went to De Ligt, which is why I have the Dutch kit here. Because he had a stinker in the international break. Gave away a goal in the opening stages. And I was a bit worried, I can't lie, about how he would respond to that. And to put in a man of the match performance, score a goal in a must-win game, fair enough. I mean, that's the defender we signed up for. That's what we paid the big bucks for. Shout out to De Ligt. Hopefully we can go on from this. We got a favorable run of games. I don't see us losing for a couple of weeks. Hopefully, inshallah. We're playing Barnsley on Tuesday. So
Barnsley's crazy. Are you away?
No, home.
Oh,
Birthday luck.
Birthday luck. To be fair, are you going?
Yeah, birthday.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we are in the top half of the table, I think.
Oh, the hate
of the hate.
Yes, you are in the top half now, probably.
Yes.
I can't confirm or deny that, but I think Newcastle.
Oh, we're 10th.
Also
Yes.
are.
Yeah.
Where are Newcastle, my friend?
Liverpool lost to Forest.
Let's talk about that because wow, did anybody expect that? No,
Absolutely not. I got Salah and Trent on my wild card.
Yeah, I had Trent
I
as
had
well.
them. I had them anyway, but
I just got rid of Trent in my wild card.
Fairs.
Yeah,
Fairs.
fuck Trent.
Damn.
He's got no points for me since I've had him.
Bro, 31 times he lost the ball yesterday.
Yes, that is.
That is.
It wasn't just yesterday, was it?
Yeah, 31
It's
times.
this season, no?
No, yesterday. 31
What?
times. He lost the ball 31 times yesterday.
When you say lost, what does lost mean? Is in like lost possession?
Yes.
I don't know if that's true. I remember you sent something like that, but I didn't read it properly. I was drunk.
It was his stat. You're what? You're drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I wasn't reading it properly.
Okay, so it was his stats from the game yesterday.
Mhm.
And he had won 4 of his 12 ground duels. So like
Okay, so
tackles.
lost 50%, more than 50%.
He lost, 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
And he gave away the ball 31 times. Now, for me, even if you're a crosser of the ball, 31 times in one game is a disgrace.
Jacob Murphy lost the ball 3 times, and I was calling for him to be subbed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
This guy is the definition of spamming crosses.
Yeah.
Plays like a certain someone.
Fraud watch.
He obviously had no response for Forest. Forest played on the counter.
Yeah.
Amazing ball from Elanga on the break in the 70th minute. Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea reject.
Yeah. Another Chelsea reject.
He puts it in the far corner. Alisson doesn't even dive for it. He does a knee slide.
Yeah.
And that's it. 1-0.
Goal.
All of the glazing for Slot has finally stopped. I saw TalkSport put a thing up of is it the Slot era? Like, is it going to be his era? And I was like,
Jesus,
brother.
the era.
Like, I think, in my opinion, at the beginning of Ten Hag's career, he was negatively focused on too much, and Slot has been positively focused on too much.
Yes, I would agree.
How have you said his era's coming after 3 wins? I understand he beat United 3-0. Fair enough. Like, good win, but still a bit early.
It's way too early.
It's still early.
It's way too early for that.
Yeah.
All that jibber jabber about an era. We ain't in the Slot era. No, thank you.
There's no Slot era going on here.
No, definitely not.
Absolutely not. But one thing I did want to talk about from the game was Szoboszlai. I think I talked to you about it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's been booked and he's kicked the ball away. Now, we talked about it last week about Rice getting sent off for doing the same thing. No red card?
You mad?
No red card.
Are you mad?
No red card.
Wah, stop crying.
Where is the consistency?
You have to say, I mean, are we going to keep saying it? Where is the consistency?
Bruno Fernandes, by the way, got booked in the game for doing the same thing.
He did, yes.
He did. So, and fair. And when it happened, I was like, no, that's really good because I want to see it being consistent.
Have had 65 yellow cards this weekend. The most in Premier League history.
I was going to talk about that. That was insane. The Chelsea game had the single most in a single game.
I think I want to say something. I've seen a bit of an agenda on TikTok recently about referees and how they want... Who was that referee who gave out like 16 yellow cards in one game? Who was it?
What, against Chelsea?
Yes.
Oh, Jared Gillett. Was it him?
No, not against Chelsea, against Arsenal.
Or what? That just happened?
Yeah.
I can check for you.
I don't remember who it
Oh,
was.
it doesn't even say. What, today?
No, it wasn't today. It was like they gave out like 16, like the most yellow cards, and I think it was the Chelsea match.
Okay. Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor.
Okay, he 14 yellow cards in the Chelsea game.
Yeah, right. There's been an agenda against the referees that I've seen on TikTok recently.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Taylor, and people saying that the referees are making it about themselves. Now, I completely disagree with
I
this
disagree.
narrative.
I disagree.
Right? The referee's job is to be the official. If players are not listening to what the official is saying, in any other sport, they would be punished. Right? In rugby, you're not allowed to even speak to the referee if you're not the captain. And if you do, it's an instant penalty. It's an instant foul. He'll give you a warning and then he'll foul you straight away. In boxing, in MMA, in any combat sport, in American football, in not a basketball. I was just about to say, yeah, not basketball.
No, but you get a tech. You actually do. You get a tech.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you get a foul.
The level of refereeing is being made like it's a joke. Because I don't think a lot of fans, unfortunately, have dealt with officials in high-level sport. Some people just have never experienced that.
True.
And you'll never understand that. And that's why you see like all your favorite players run around the referee and you want them to do well. So you think that the referee going against them is him trying to increase his status or like make it about him. Like, no, your players just aren't following the rules. And yeah, the rules aren't enforced well. They're not enforced consistently.
Yeah.
But it's a step in the right direction for a referee to be handing out cards on a consistent basis throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. And to say it's like, oh, the referee's just making it about himself, that to me just screams like, one, you don't know what you're talking about. And two, it kind of just, it's like the easiest excuse in the world.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the referee's just making it about him. Like, he's the one ruining this game for us. It's like, it's just not true.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
why does the referee want to slow the game down? Do you really think there's an agenda? If you're a logical fan, do you really think there's an agenda against your club?
That's the thing. I mean, Charlie will say that Anthony Taylor hates Chelsea because, I don't know, every time it seems like he goes against them. But
yeah.
But I mean, admittedly, a few of the fouls that were given yellow cards were a bit soft.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think a few of them should have been given over the weekend because if it keeps going like that, everyone's just going to be suspended.
That's true.
Can't keep going
I
like
agree,
this.
But at least it's consistent, and there can't be a narrative where it's talking about referees as if they want to make it about themselves. Like, they don't get paid nearly as much as footballers do. They don't care to be in the limelight. Like, everything's recorded, everything's audio recorded. What do you think they're trying to get out of it? And I saw one person be like, oh yeah, they've been doing their hair recently. You can see they've been doing their hair. They want to look good for the camera.
They're bald.
I was just like, half of them don't have hair. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just so weird. It's such a weird thing that fans say.
They want to get it right because if they get it right, they're doing their job better.
If they get it wrong and it consistently gets called out on social media, they'll just get called out in their own job. They'll just get demoted.
Exactly.
You'll just be in the championship.
Yeah, you want to referee the biggest games. It's the same with referees. You want to referee the Champions League final or the FA Cup final.
That's where the money is.
Yeah, exactly.
Chase the bag. You know?
That's what they want to do. So you want to get as many decisions right as possible.
Yeah.
Now, whether they do that or not is another thing.
Not always.
Yeah, and like, again, there's still a few things, a few things here and there that they need to get right in terms of this is a yellow card, this is not. Kicking the ball away has to be a yellow card.
I agree.
Szoboszlai has to be sent off there.
Just time wasting in general should be a yellow card.
Yes.
Speaking to a referee when you're not the captain should be a warning and then a yellow card. Crowding the referee should be a yellow card to everybody surrounding the referee.
They did that for like 2 games last year.
They did it against Newcastle.
They did it against United. Interesting.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Interesting.
They did it. Do you remember when Havertz tackled Sean Longstaff and flipped him over?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everyone rushed over. And then Longstaff got a yellow card, Dan Burn got a yellow card, and Shaw got a yellow card, all just for talking to the ref, and Havertz only got a yellow. Studs? Interesting. Imprinted. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, I want that to happen. I want footballers to stop being whiny little crybabies and just get on with the game.
Of course.
But just be consistent with it.
Yeah.
That's That's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There is your logical take for the week. Now let's get back to the bad ones.
Mashallah. Well, Chelsea, we talked about the Chelsea game a few times. They won 1-0. A goal from Madueke, who I just took out of my fantasy team.
Yes.
And an assist from Sancho. Now, man of the match for Sancho.
Let's just quickly talk about that. I've seen people say he looked levels above everybody on that pitch. I watched the game. I watched him come on. He looked good.
Okay, good.
He looked like a very good player on his day.
Interesting.
That's it. and that's literally it. Like, he just had a good moment.
Yeah.
Like a couple of good moments.
Yeah.
He didn't actually touch the ball that much, to be honest. But when he did, he looked decent. And he was actually taking players on. I've never seen him move that fast. That's one thing I'll say. I've never seen Sancho move as rapidly or as sporadically or quickly as he was. He actually looked like a different player to United. I won't even lie, he looked like a different player.
I really, really dislike this guy, man. I don't like
It's been a big hold week for you, hasn't it? You were just holding a lot.
We won.
Oh,
we won
but
3-0.
still tasting the salt of that Liverpool game?
What? Oh, the one they lost? Interesting.
Getting rid of Sancho for nothing?
To be honest, I would have paid to get rid of him. He is the player with the worst attitude I've ever seen. I've never seen a player do something wrong and then refuse to apologize for it for so long. I've never seen that in a pro player.
I guess it's just one of those things that it's funny that it's, again, Manchester United, where a player just can't get going, goes elsewhere, and then starts to look decent.
Anthony scored 3-3. Everyone forgets Anthony scored 3-3. Let's wait. He might have a good moment.
Yeah, of course. It's just very funny to see.
No, it is. It obviously is funny. I was ready for the hate watch. But you know what? You had a good start, Sancho. Good for you. I literally messaged Charlie. I was like, don't worry. My time will come.
Yeah,
You will pay for your crimes.
Of course.
Because Sancho disappears when you need him. Against Bournemouth, great. He got you the winner. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's see when you actually need him. I can't wait. Just sit back and observe.
Sancho in the Champions League?
In the Europa Conference League?
Well, maybe if Chelsea get Champions League this year.
Oh, next year. Yeah, maybe if he's not fat by then. Can't stay in shape. Lazy.
Oh.
Late to training.
Oh.
Anyway, congrats on your man of the match, mate. Shove it up your ass. Next up, we've got Haaland has broken the record for the most goals in the opening 4 Premier League games. Shock.
Anyways.
Shock.
Next topic.
Duran. So,
crazy goal.
Aston Villa go 2-0 down to Everton. Someone, I think Paddy Power, that obviously banter account, tweeted out, 2-0. It couldn't happen again, could it? After last week?
Yeah. Damn.
Of course it did.
They are cooked.
Of course it is. I took Watkins out of my team and he scored 2.
Oh, yeah. I've got Watkins in my team. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, a couple from him, but I had Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin scored. So, yeah, Everton get two decent goals. And then, what's it called? Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins gets 2 to draw it level. John Duran from nowhere, another winner this season off the bench.
Crazy goal.
Right in the top corner.
Crazy goal.
You don't see, we've been on this Barclays trend for the whole international
You don't see goals like that.
You don't, and I've been saying.
And then look,
he does
Duran scores, Harvey Barnes scores.
2 Barclays goals.
2 very big
Barclays goals. If Rashford was top
crazy.
corner, I would say it was Barclays goal, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that was just shit keeping from Ramsdale.
Good placement. Yeah. So I have to respect the Barclays. Aston Villa, look, they've got some fight in them, It looks like they're showing potential that they could be a permanent top 4 club.
You genuinely think that?
The potential.
We saw the drop off that Newcastle had in their Champions League season.
Yes, but you didn't show any of the same things from the first season in your second season, apart from your opening game, in my opinion.
Besides
and the PSG game, but that doesn't count. That was a dream.
You keep saying the PSG game like there was only one. There was 2 where we cooked them both games. We were just robbed by the referee. You can pull the face.
I know. You should.
There was a lot of great games that we had last season.
No, I'm talking about the Premier League to show.
6-1 against Tottenham
to show the consistency. That was 2 seasons ago, not last year.
Oh, 4-1 against Tottenham.
That's just your bitch. Tottenham's just your bitch. No, to be fair, that was a good result. I just mean consistently. Villa are in decent form right now. Watkins has finally got firing. So if they don't get injured, and obviously if they manage to balance everything out with all the fixture congestion, that's About to
I
hit this
just
week.
took Watkins out of my team for my wild card. So I got the 2 goals this week.
Okay. Who
I've
did you
got
take him out
Haaland
for?
and Isak still.
And who's your third striker?
Vardy.
Ooh.
Bro,
That's tasty,
respect
actually.
my pick.
No,
like,
that's
Vardy has scored twice.
No, that's
and he's
alright.
came on. Well, he started the first
Wait,
game.
you don't have
with-
Salah?
No, I've got Palmer.
I got both. I got all 4 in the rest of my team.
If I want to keep
Shit.
Isak, then
Yeah, that's why I had to sacrifice Isak.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I know, because you're Isak. That's you. That's you.
I don't care about FPL that much.
That's
to be
you right
fair,
there.
that's why I keep him.
That's
If I cared, I'd probably get rid of him and keep
That's
Watkins.
fair. No, but Isak's still a shout.
Well, his nose is broken now.
Oh
so-
yeah, no, true. You can start Vardy. Also, I forgot to say another reason for this shirt going up is Van Dijk threw De Ligt under the bus after the Netherlands game.
Oh.
He was just like, "Yeah, you can't be doing that, and you can't be doing that. What you did this weekend, mate, letting fucking Hudson-Odoi run past you and put it in the bottom corner, beat you at home,
Chelsea reject.
beat you at home, you idiot,
Thought he was the next legendary centre back for the Premier League.
mate.
By the way, let me just.
He's not.
I just want to. I've not got a lot of time left. I want
Yeah,
to
I
bring
know.
something
I
up
know.
really
Let's
quickly.
quickly do this. We'll do one of the week.
I heard. I think it was the commentators on the Newcastle and who did we just play? Wolves. Sorry, the Newcastle and Wolves game, and they obviously it continued over from the Arsenal and Tottenham game. I want to hear. I don't want to hear actually any comments from any pundits / commentators saying we need to start having a conversation about Gabriel and Saliba for best all-time Premier League partnership.
Oh,
If I find out which commentator / pundit that was, I'm coming to your house. I'm laying knuckle into your skull because that is just not on.
that is ridiculous.
That's not on at all.
That is, bro. There was
You're paid to talk about football and you say stuff
you
like
can't say
that.
there
Watch your mouth.
United's
Okay.
defense didn't concede a goal for 3 months. I
Yeah.
don't like. There was a time where Van der Sar didn't concede a goal from the end of 2008 until spring or the beginning of summer of 2009.
Tell him, boy.
That's insane. You can't compare to that. And
You
that was Vidic and Ferdinand. Please do not say Saliba, by the way, who got fucked by Brighton last week and started marking a ghost
Yeah.
just 2 weeks ago. And Gabriel, who, he scored a header, fair play. He was part of the Arsenal team. Without Saliba, by the way, rubbish. Finished
Oh,
mid-table.
Look at this hate watch.
Finished mid-table.
What did I just start?
He was rubbish. Anyway, I hate it. You can't do that. Don't disrespect Vidic. I hate when people disrespect Vidic. Can't believe it. Do not disrespect Vidic. I'll put a ditch in your V.
Anyways.
All right, we're going to do a quick predictions.
Ditch in your feet. What does that mean?
Fulham against Newcastle.
Fulham have been all right this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, not great.
Yeah, they've been
Not
all
great.
right. Obviously, I'll take us.
You're
We're
away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take us.
Scrape it.
Yes.
2-1 again, I think.
Yeah, I think it'll be a scraper.
West Ham, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I think Chelsea.
West Ham reek.
They're in a good moment.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Bournemouth at home. Liverpool win this 5-0.
Yes,
They'll come back. They'll come back.
It'll be a big win.
They'll come back. Tottenham, Brentford. Tottenham win.
Tottenham will win.
Palace United. We're watching this. My birthday celebrations. So-
Genuinely 2-2.
Palace
Don't
have.
see you winning at Palace.
Palace.
They are
have
rubbish right now.
Drawn 2 and lost 2 this season. But,
Yes.
but I do agree.
As
I think we
can
draw.
always just turn up.
He hasn't this season.
Mateta.
Yeah, Mateta has. So this is what I see. I see them both turning out, and I think we draw. I think we draw 2-2.
I agree.
The big game next weekend is City against Arsenal.
Ooh, interesting. City.
Yeah, City. I don't want Arsenal.
I don't
to
want
win.
Arsenal to win.
Haaland will hopefully please get
I
one.
think I genuinely take 10 more years of City winning the league than having this year of Arsenal winning
No,
the
I
league.
would have actually. I don't know.
Can you?
They're getting
Yes.
crazy.
I know. This
They
is what I
keep
mean.
getting worse.
That's what I mean. And could you actually stand a whole year? Not even a whole year. They're going to bring it out forever.
And do you know that one thing
City
is?
fans are not that jarring.
Yeah, and on Instagram, if United win a big game or you guys win a big game, we put it on our story.
Yeah.
Every Arsenal fan, I saw it 4 times today, put a picture. One guy just put Gabriel's face of him celebrating, and no words, nothing, just Gabriel's face.
Yeah.
They're so weird.
I know, man. They're glazers for their own team.
It is They should get the Glazers.
Yes.
I hope the
I
Glazers
agree.
do get them. But bum of the week to round it off.
Ooh, bum of the week. Interesting. I don't have one off the top of my head. I forgot we did bum of the week. It's been that long. Sorry.
1 week.
Literally 1 week. Yeah.
Okay, a few contenders. I can go with I can go with Van Dijk. I can go with Slot. I can go with the. You know what? I'm gonna go with Van Dijk. I put the shirt up.
Why
he can
not?
hold.
Okay,
He
fair
can
enough.
hold.
I'm gonna go a little bit left field here. Going to go for a Newcastle player because I know I never do that. I'm gonna go for Nick Pope. Nick Pope's distribution clearly has two options. If he has the ball at his feet in his own box and he can distribute it, he will. Outside of his own box, he will, even if he's got time, consistently put it out the field. And for a team who wants to control the ball, control the pitch, control the game, you can't have a keeper that just lets balls go like that. It's just the modern game will not allow it.
Yeah, you can't.
That's how it is.
You're just turning over possession. You can't do that.
Exactly. So Nick Pope on the fucking fraud watch list at the moment.
Damn.
Even though kept us in, like his shot stopping is undeniably good.
De Gea?
No. Did you see the save? You probably haven't.
No,
seen
I haven't.
it. I'll show you the save later.
Okay.
But he kept us in the game with like a crazy save, and it's just like we could be so much better if you just knew. You can see that he does not know how to play with the ball at his feet.
Yeah.
Like if he gets the ball, he panics straight away.
Yeah,
it's like
he's from a different time, man.
Yes, like clearly,
time.
and he's like the old car in Cars, like Doc. He's teaching the younger generation.
Yeah.
But he's past it now. Like, he's teaching him with old tricks. Those old tricks don't work on tarmac anymore. You know? They don't work. So, we got to switch it up soon, I think. Maybe next year, need a new keeper.
Damn.
Or bring Vlad shitbag, whatever his name is.
Well, he's gone Liverpool.
What? No, that's Masvidali.
Oh, who are you talking about?
The Greek keeper, Vlad.
Oh, he's wank.
I know, but, like, we don't have any...
Forest didn't even want him.
Unless you're going to sign a new one. Well, and remember, Nick Pope came from Burnley. So.
Yeah, I know, but the Forest replaced him with an American guy. That's shit. Like, if he's playing over Vlash...
Yeah, but there's also a giant drought of good keepers right now.
No, I was going to say, it's really hard to find a keeper that's good at shot stopping, can distribute. So, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that concludes this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're going off podcasts. We're not going to be on Spotify anymore because you bums didn't stream enough.
Fucking cunts.
Idiots. So stupid in your head.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that watch on YouTube. It's okay. Thank you for the views. But for all the ones that didn't even watch this video and you didn't even watch it on Spotify,
just kill yourself.
Stuff you.
Two different vibes there.
Go on GTA.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, everyone, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And we will see you next week in a bit.